Hey, good evening, YouTube. So it's 11:30 at night Central Time, something like that. I was up at the truck stop getting fuel earlier and ran into an OTR driver, not one of ours, another company, and uh, the guy he just come up and he said, "Hey man, nice truck." And I said, "I appreciate that." And he said, "You own that?" And I said, "Nah, that's a company truck." Uh, he said something that he said in the conversation is what making me do this video. And he said, "Man, I got to give it to you guys. I couldn't do what you do." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "I drive over the road." He said, "I couldn't do this oil field stuff." He said, "That just it's too hard." So it got me thinking. What's it take? What kind of breed of truck driver does it take to do what we do? Now, I guess there's a lot of different answers to that, but I think one of them, and probably the biggest one, is it takes a strong family to do what we do. I mean, if you're young and single, no kids, no wife, uh, this is easy. You can come out here and work for weeks on end and make the kind of money you should be making in the oil field and not have an issue. But uh, this is I guess this video is a job. Uh, to go out and work 12, 14, 16, 18 hours a day, pulling hoses and doing. I think one type of person or a special relationship with your family. I'm for. Uh, thing about it is she understands my passion for driving and how much I love, and me being with our children for a couple reasons. One, what I do here provides a great, great, great living for my family, but it also, one thing I think that I have, or I know that I have in my family life, is we each want to make sure we're doing something that makes us happy. Sacrifice that time that you're going to miss with your family to provide them with a living, a comfortable living that you can give them working in any of the oil fields, West Texas, North Dakota, anywhere. But you have to ask yourself a couple other questions, and like I titled this one is, do you have what it takes? Can you sacrifice that time away from your family? Are you to get up when you don't feel like getting up and go get another load of sand? Are you willing to go out there and yank a hose off the ass of this trailer when you're sore and tired and it's pouring rain in person? Because I can tell you that if you don't have that will to get up and work when you don't want to, you're not going to make money out here, because this job is tough. I always say this is the hardest job you're ever going to have. It's easy because hooking up hoses and blowing sand off a trailer is simple. The hard part of this job is just the condition. As long as you have hours, you can. But even, I mean, think about that. You go out on day 3, on day 20, when you've been out just busting. Sorry, guys, I keep losing signal here. I'm kind of yard. But there is a lot of benefits to what we do out here. The money we make, the benefits that Brady drives the company driver. But you got to work for it. And I mean, you're not going to come. There's no company you're going to come out here and not work hard. So I don't want to say that. Now, there's companies you're going to come out here and work harder and make less pay. I mean, I did a video on one of them called, and I titled it, "You Kidding Me?" Because I couldn't believe what they were paying their drivers. As cheap as, I honestly couldn't believe they still had drivers with the rest of the opportunities down here. So ask yourself before you ever fill out an application for any of the oil fields. Ask yourself before you fill out an application here, do I have what it takes? Am I willing to sacrifice this time with my family? Am I willing to go out and get up out of that bunk and put that truck in gear and go get another load after working an 8? Am I willing to get out when it's cold out, when it's hot out, when it's raining, when the wind's blowing and kicking dust up where you can't hardly see anything? You know, are you willing to drive down these bumpy dirt roads and lease roads and, you know, just literally punish your body for 3, 4, 5 weeks at a time to provide your family with a living that, as long as you come out here and work, will be comfortable? You know, I see guys here all the time that, I'm a runner and I do this and I do that and I'll keep up with you. And they come out of orientation and they have no idea really how hard this job can be and the mental and physical toll it takes on your body for those weeks that you're out here. So, I believe anybody can do this job. But I also believe there are some people that are more cut out for it than others. You get a lot of guys that come in here from over-the-road companies and, never done anything like this before. And being one of the trainers, I like to get a lot of those guys. I prefer to have guys that have no experience. But then again, every now and then it's nice to get a guy that's been doing it a while and all you're showing him is paperwork, really, because it makes your week. They do want to run. They want to make money. That's why they're here. We get some of these over-the-road guys that, they're used to running 2,200 or 2,500 miles a week, not really working that hard. And they get down here, and the first time they got to yank out 60 feet of hose and drag it all over God's creation on a well site, they figure out real quick this job isn't for them. But if you set your mental state of mind, if you set your state of mind, this is not going to beat me. I can do this. I didn't come out here to be away from my family to make crap pay. You're going to come out here and make some money. To give you an idea, I think my last settlement was like 20 or 21 loads, which is slow. Okay, guys, that's slow. That was about, I don't have a settlement in front of me, but it was like $3,100. And I was about 8 to 12 loads short of what I normally do. Okay. I normally, somewhere around 28. That's 2 a day in a 14-day pay period. That's what the company expects of us. I had a couple days I was down with the flu, and I did about 3 days trying to work through it, and then it just hit me hard, and I took the 2 days. It happens. But, I missed out on some loads. So it was slow. But anyways, don't come out here and set yourself up for failure. Get your mind right and ask yourself, do I have what it takes? Am I willing to be away from my wife and kids for a minimum 3 weeks at a time? Am I willing to come out here and work through the adverse weather conditions and deal with the traffic and deal with the stupidity uh, and the ups and downs that we have out here? If you can put up with all that and you come out here willing to get it done, to get up out of that bunk and go to work, I promise you, you're going to make money and you're going to make a lot of it. You know, Brady has on their website that the average uh, pay down here for a company driver is 80 grand a year. And that is not a joke, y'all. I mean, you can come down here and easily in your first year make $70,000, $80,000. We got guys here making more than that. We got guys making less. Uh, and the guys that are making less are those guys that have to be back at the yard every night, and they gotta, you know, they're only going to do one load, or they only work during daylight hours, or uh, you know, honestly, they're the whiny guys. Okay, and then guys typically, those are the guys you hear bitching about not making enough money. And then you got guys like me and a couple other trainers here that, you know, we just get out and get it done. You know, I'm sitting here, I look tired. I am. You know, I've been working my butt off. And honestly, I'm kind of glad the well is finished and they're moving it, because I'm tired. I could use the day off. But back to the point. Ask yourself, do I have what it takes? Am I willing to do what I need to do to make this money? Am I willing to sacrifice? Because guys, success is a lonely road, and there are no friends on it. Typically, to be successful, you're going to step over a lot of corpses, a lot of people who said, "Oh, I can do this," and then quit. You want to be successful out here, you can't quit. You got to keep going. You got to have that drive, that will to want to succeed and make the money that you can make out here. So guys, leave me a comment, share the video. If you got any, please post them. I'm really good at, you know, replying and getting answers out there to everyone. And typically, if it's something that I feel like we need to do a video on, I'll do a video on it. So guys, please like and share. Get the word out there. I'm not, like I try to remember to say at the end of all my videos, I'm not sponsored by anybody. Brady does not ask me to do these videos. I actually just started doing them, and now every now and then I will cover a topic that they may bring up. But I do not get paid to do these videos, nor do I want to get paid to do these videos, because I feel like if someone's getting paid to do videos for a company, then they are expected to toe that company line. And guys, I don't pull punches. I don't BS nothing. If I feel like the company's screwing up, I'll be the first one to say it. That's just how I am. Please like and share. Get these videos out there for everyone to see. If you got any questions about Brady, whether it be recruiting or anything, another thing, please don't put my name down for recruiting. I feel like anyone that tries to recruit because they're getting a bonus will lie to you, and I don't want to be labeled in that status of person. So, but if you have any questions, please call our recruiting department. And if you feel like they're BSing you or they're telling you something straight, leave me a comment and ask me. I'll tell you. I'll tell you straight up. You can go back and look at some of my older videos. I don't pull punches for nobody. And that's one thing that I can honestly say about Brady and their recruiting team is they are a no BS team. Uh, they don't put out misinformation. They don't put out information to try and trick you. They're going to tell you exactly what it is, how it is, and how we do it, especially down here in the Permian. So, guys, get a hold of a recruiter. If you got questions, let me know. We'll see you on Monday.